Well, I'd like to welcome everybody here this evening. We've got a couple people in our audience here tonight that aren't exactly impressed, I would say. But I know it's tough to take recognition there, but you're going to get it tonight. So, as I would say every year when we do this, one of the most fun jobs that we have with select board members is to present the annual town report in honor of an individual entity, couple, and whatnot. And it's with great pleasure that the entire board of selectmen and others as well too, that we're going to dedicate this year's town report to Richard and Beverly Atkinson. We've got, there's going to be an opportunity for this. There's going to be plenty of copies of the town report to go around here that you can take home tonight. But there's a wonderful picture of you folks here, and I'm going to go ahead and read the dedication this year. I'll start right at the beginning. 70 years ago, Richard Sandy Atkinson, a young man from Bar Mills, married and brought his bride, Beverly, here to Buxton to begin their lifelong journey together. Sandy and Beverly have dedicated their lives to family, their children, Pamela and Daniel, grandchildren, Megan, Aaron, and Molly, and great-grandchildren, Liberty and Thomas. While embracing family life and growing the family business, Silvex Incorporated, Sandy and Beverly have contributed to their hometown of Buxton. Their talents, generosity, and diligence have brought Buxton residents together to celebrate and preserve a sense of community for over 50 years. In 1972, Sandy became the King Lion of the Buxton Hollis Lions Club, and this was when the spark for the event planning and merriment first took hold for the Atkinsons. To commemorate Buxton's bicentennial, Sandy, along with his fellow Lions Club members, founded the first annual Buxton Old Homes Days. How many people remember the Old Homes Days? Those are good times. This two-day event included road races, a parade, a bean supper, carnival rides, arcade games, food vendors, live music, and fireworks. This event was a tremendous success and continued for years. The parade and 5K road race still occur at the Dorcas Festival every year, which they are so nice to host. In the 1990s, Beverly and Sandy started offering their newly purchased home, the Royal Brewster Mansion, as a site for the annual Dorcas Fair. The larger grounds gave way to grander possibilities, and the size of the Dorcas Fair began to grow. These fairs featured Civil War reenactors and encampments. There were house tours, fashion shows, artists, vendors on the lawn, traditional live music. People visiting the barn stopped to shop for collectible dolls, unique artifacts, handmade hats, and silver trays. Visitors enjoyed viewing Beverly and Sandy's collection of framed black and white prints from Buxton historical scenes. Actually, Sandy and Beverly gave me one of those of the train going over the river there. Always appreciated that. The Dorcas members presented a traditional summer luncheon and on the lawn of the historic Torrey Hill Meeting House, which, in keeping with the custom of the original Dorcas lawn parties held in the late 1800s, this Dorcas Fair has evolved to the Dorcas Festival. The current Dorcas Festival activities held every August continue to bring family and friends from Buxton and surrounding communities together for an action-packed day. Beverly and Sandy, along with the Dorcas members, host a cars and coffee show in the morning and the Mallet Brothers rock concert in the evenings on the grounds of the Brewster Mansion. And I would imagine, by a show of hands, many of you folks have been there to attend that here. So. It was the ghost of the Paul Revere one year, I think is where it's going to go. Throughout the day, visitors may explore Beverly and Sandy's gardens. While doing so, one may hear unique sounds of calliope. Calliope. That's a new word for me here. Look at that. And what is a calliope? The boom of Sandy's cannon or the engine roar of his restored cars. Upon entering the barn, folks discover a bountiful display of stuffed animals, such as dragons or snow leopards, and often a bicycle or two. Beverly invites children and their parents to enter their names and for a free raffle to win these toys while enjoying ice cream as a treat. Fond memories are made happy with children's return to Beverly and Sandy's home to claim these toys the following days. All proceeds from these events fund scholarships at Bon Eagle High School, maintain the historic parish house, and contribute to the worthy causes in the Buxton community. And a nice write-up if you need it. Sandy and Beverly were instrumental in welcoming Gerald Charles Dickens to Buxton in 2002 and 2006. Gerald Dickens is an English actor and performer best known for his one-man show based upon the novels of his great-great-grandfather Charles Dickens. Gerald performed a Christmas Carol to sold-out crowds at the Torrey Hill Meeting House for local audiences, while the proceeds benefiting the Dorcas Society's fundraising goals for the Buxton community. Sandy and Beverly are also instrumental members of the Buxton Hollis Historical Society. They have hosted numerous fundraising events in their historic barn, including antique roadshow-like events and box lunch auctions. Beverly and Sandy's barn holds the unique distinction of being quite possibly the only barn in Buxton with multiple oriental rugs, a disco ball, 2 hot dog machines, and an array of antique carousel horses. They are ready for a party at a moment's notice. These functions once again brought Buxton residents together to share memories and to support the preservation of the history of the Buxton Historical Society, Buxton Hall's Historical Society. Always imaginative and playful at heart, Beverly and Sandy opened their historic barn for Halloween trick-or-treaters for decades. Atkinson family members and friends donated elaborate costumes and strategically positioned themselves amidst Beverly's carefully curated scenes that often included truckloads of live greenery, bushes, and historic artifacts. Hundreds of families visited year after year to enjoy the merriment, including Snow White chatting with Dracula or Cinderella laughing with the Grim Reaper, as well as enjoying king-size candy treats. Now, when Beverly and Sandy in the front hall of their house greet trick-or-treaters, the children's parents often share their memories of coming to the Brewster Barn on a Halloween night. That's pretty cool. Since 2005, serving as the president of the South Buxton Cemetery Association, Sandy has worked to enhance the beauty of the cemetery, preserve its historical features, promote safety, and improve the financial status of the cemetery. Sandy's efforts, along with the dedicated staff and community members, have delivered noteworthy results. The historic stones of Buxton's earliest settlers have been professionally cleaned and restored. The cemetery shed is remodeled into a functional office for sales and the storage of cemetery records. Roads, avenues, and ditches are repaired to ensure safe travel within the cemetery. Fencing has been added or repaired, and the American flag now prominently waves on a tall flagpole positioned in the cemetery center. Sandy introduced the first columbarium to the cemetery. Columbaria are often preferred to traditional burials because they are generally less expensive and have more environmentally friendly balances due to their reduced land usage. Nearly all of the columbarium's niches are sold, and the second columbarium is scheduled to be delivered in the spring. It's this. Due to careful planning and sound investments, the financial outlook for the Buxton Cemetery is much brighter, although we'll deny this during budget season. Finally, Sandy and Beverly, along with their dear friends, have planted thousands of daffodils in the cemetery near the columbarium, a welcome sight in the early days of spring. The South Buxton Cemetery is a lovely memorial to Buxton's history, community members, and hopefully for generations to come. In 2007, Sandy supported by the South Buxton Cemetery Association Board of members initiated Buxton's participation in the Wreaths Across America event. The mission of Wreaths Across America is to remember the fallen, honor those who serve, teach the next generation the values of freedom. For nearly 20 years, friends, families, and veterans have gathered at the South Buxton Cemetery on the second or third Saturday of December. Attendees place wreaths on the veteran stones and gather for a poignant moment of silence that is simultaneously shared with thousands of Wreaths Across America sites across the United States and abroad. This event also features patriotic music, a bagpiper's rendition of Amazing Grace, a Revolutionary War musket salute, and guest presentation speakers. Veterans representatives from each branch of the America's military participate in a wreath presentation ceremony. We've got one right here, Merchant Marine presenter, John. Community members have gathered in snow, sleet, freezing rain, and occasionally sunshine to participate in the event, which strengthens Buxton's community and fosters American patriotism. Isn't that true, Sandy? We've been down there in flannel shirt weather in December, and we've been down there with 2 feet of snow blowing sideways and still getting it out. Sandy and Beverly are powerful role models for younger generations as they have committed their public lives to bringing people from every corner of Buxton and the surrounding communities together. They have championed the use of beauty, music, and celebration to honor the shared history of Buxton with all of its residents. Their enduring efforts have fostered a sense of connection and unity in the town of Buxton. Like the historical figures and landmarks they have worked to honor, Sandy and Beverly Atkinson's contributions will be remembered and inspire future generations to preserve and celebrate our vibrant history. And this was mostly written by your daughter, Pamela. Set in here, we thank you so much for what you've done over the years. And, this wonderful story that Pam wrote just tells volumes, and we all truly appreciate it.
Went by awful fast. We've enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, we feel very, very fortunate. We just love Buxton and everybody, and it's wonderful. And they come in the barn and be morning and smiles and the kids and thank me, and we couldn't do it if people didn't come to see us. It wouldn't happen. And I think Buxton's the most wonderful town there ever was. And I don't come from Buxton, I'm not
But it continues as late as day before yesterday. There was a Brewster family that stopped in. That was direct lineage from Plymouth.
A real Brewster showed up.
A real Brewster showed up, and he's going to send us the lineage,
Everybody from
everything all the way through. And
awesome.
so there's something all the time going on, and nobody has enjoyed it as much as Beverly and I have. We've met some wonderful people. And thank you very much.
And I know there's some family that have traveled quite a distance here, and aren't you folks out of state?
No, you're thinking of Mall.
I'm thinking of Mall.
I came from Portland.
Oh.
In rush hour. Those other people here.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming, for your show of support for these great people. We've got a mix here of family, we've got a mix here of friends, we've got some representation from the Lions Club, a lot of people from the cemetery board here. including Jeff Grover, one of our past superintendents, Malcolm Washburn, another superintendent, and John's, yes, there's John over there, current superintendent there. So thank you all. We've got some wonderful food behind you. You'll probably leave with diabetes if you can't. But I hope you all can go over and enjoy that food. You're welcome to stay for our meeting at 7, but let's give them another round of applause.